Go ahead, guys.
Well, Heather, I guess kind of first of all, I mean, how are you feeling coming off, I think, the first win over UNLV in 3 years? I mean, how did it feel to go out there and celebrate those seniors with a win?
Yeah, that's what it really came down to send those seniors off that way. No matter who the team was, that's what you wanted to do for those guys because they deserved that. Just happened to be against a team they hadn't really beat, besides I think McKinley and Ola in there, in a while. So it was nice for them to be able to send them off that way. I just really was happy with the way that we came out. Withstood some runs that they put together, and then we made our runs.
In a night to celebrate your seniors, talk about your junior, Milena. How about her night?
I mean, once again, Milena just, being Milena, I'll be honest. They changed to the zone, and then she just found every opening that she did and gets, all aspects of her game from the block score to a mid-range jumper. And I tell you what, the kid loves corner threes. And you better, make sure you're there on those ones because she's money. And she just was able to stand up big, and I think she wanted to do that for those seniors. She wanted to make sure that it wasn't, because of her that they didn't win. She's going to put it on her back a little bit and take advantage when she could.
Allison Fertig records her 44th double-double. What's it like to coach that young lady?
I mean, she's absolutely a joy to coach. And she still always is looking to try and get better. She's asking us, where can I find an opening in the zone now? Because, to be honest, she kind of ate them alive there at the early, and they had to switch to the zone, kind of, kept her at bay a little bit, and then she found some different areas where we thought, hey, we can maybe get her here and we can get her there, and, credit to her because she was finishing through. Of course, you always can say something, I wish she would have shot better from the free throw line, but man, what a game she had as well.
12 made threes tonight, obviously had a big impact. What do you think were some of the differences down the stretch?
Well, I think the biggest thing was we were, found the openings in the zone. We were able to get the ball to the high post and, like I said, get to those corners, and we were able to knock them down. Feet set, what we talk about, pass was really good, on time, on target. It's everything that we work on in practice. So those shots are natural and game-like.
How's Emily after that fall?
Yeah, she'll be sore tomorrow, but I mean, you're never going to get that kid off the floor. I asked her, and she said absolutely not. So she'll be sore tomorrow. We're off tomorrow. Probably be off Friday for her, and just make sure she gets healthy and whatnot going into Vegas.
Seems like the team's really starting to click, especially in these last couple of games. It seems heading into the tournament. How are you kind of feeling?
Yeah, I mean, when I looked at the schedule when it came out, and I saw New Mexico, CSU, UNLV to finish out. You're just unsure. You're going, man, those are three really, really tough games. And to go 3-0, that tells me that we're playing at our best at the right time.
Kind of going back to the seniors, I mean, how important is next week just to kind of, for that group to kind of solidify themselves in school history? Yeah,
I mean, what I just said down on the radio was going, yeah, we beat UNLV tonight, but these seniors, they're not satisfied. This whole team, they're not satisfied. We sat in that huddle in the last 2.5 seconds, and they said, all right, we're going to finish this, but we're not done. They're going, let's get our minds right to go into next week and compete for a championship.
What kind of impact do you think this senior class has had on your program?
I mean, everything. Everything. They've given so much, and, Ola, being in a 5th year, McKinley coming back from a mission. I mean, every one of them has done so much for this program, and they're... Like I said it before, we recruited, Tess, Al, Emily during COVID. They didn't even get to visit here, besides Al being able to drive over. And for them to stick with it and, go through, the tough times, and it's paying off now. And, man, it's fun to sit back and watch.
Yeah, Coach, I was curious, UNLV obviously controlled most of that second quarter there until the end. Team got hot, made some shots. What was the message coming out of half? Because they opened the half on a 7-0 run.
I just said to be aggressive in the zone, not to relax. I thought they got us on our heels a little bit when they went to that zone, and we got a little less aggressive and kind of unsure. Get back to what was working, and we knew we could still get some high post catches. I saw that we were able to still get some, maybe some lobs into Al that we were able to take advantage at times. So it was really just being aggressive and not getting on our heels.
Did you feel like the team had some level of panic, or not at all, in that second quarter when they were, I think, 25-6?
Maybe 30 seconds of panic there. I think we got a couple turnovers in a row, and then we settled down, and then we kind of understood what was happening and where we could get shots, and then we settled in maybe a little bit, but it didn't take long to snap out of.
And then in the fourth quarter, you come out with a 6-0 run and quickly grab the lead. How important was it to get and play ahead, with 9 minutes to go?
Yeah, at the start of the fourth quarter, I wrote on the board, it's 10 minutes of toughness. That's what it came down to. And then at the 5-minute mark, I put 5 minutes of toughness. And then at 17 and a half seconds, I put 17 seconds of toughness. And every time they're going, yeah, and they knew what needed to be done.
Heather, clearly a lot of your normal fans got their naps in, and extra fans came, students came. What did it mean to you to have this crowd this late at night and to do it on national television?
What an atmosphere. I mean, so much credit to all the fans that were able to come out. Man, that was a fun women's basketball game out there that national television got to see, and that I know our players are going, heck yeah, this is where we play.
Coach,
What about? Oh, go ahead.
I just had a question. I noticed that you were light on one of your freshmen. Thea Proctor wasn't here tonight.
Just sick.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah. No.
UNLV's play in the last few seconds, gritty to the last second. Is that an indication of their intensity going into the Mountain West tournament versus really about this game being out of hand with five points behind?
That's Lindy. I mean, that's how both of us were coached. You're not going to give up. You're not going to stop. And I knew that she was going to take a timeout. I knew, though, with 2.5 seconds, I could get Joss and I go in the game. And then as soon as Joss made the pass that I needed her to make and get in there and get her name in the record book, in a sense, I was able to get, back to what we needed, because we still needed to get one more stop, in a sense.
What was it like getting Jocelyn in there?
Huge. I told her, I got her in at CSU, and I was honest. I said, I'm not sure if it'll happen, on senior night. I want to, but I just wasn't sure. And when we had that opportunity, it was a no-brainer to be able to put her in.
How important do you think, feeling this win, knowing that you can beat UNLV now, is going into the tournament if you can, potentially see them again?
Yeah, it's what we've talked about. I don't think there's a single team in this conference our team's afraid of. Going into the tournament, they're going, whoever shows up, we'll be ready to go. We'll bring this, this toughness that we've had these past few weeks, it's going to Vegas with us. Awesome. Thank you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for staying.